Number 1. Everything wants you when you want nothing. You've seen it happen a million times. The person you're in love with starts being interested in you when you're with somebody else and you are no longer interested. The company you've always wanted to work for offers you a job when you've found another one and you no longer want it. There is nothing more powerful than walking in rooms, having zero expectations, needing absolutely nobody. When you get obsessed over things, it makes you come off as needy. But on the contrary, when you have absolutely no expectations, you're attached to nothing and no one, it makes you valuable. Number 2, never get your foot off the gas. Everyone tries so hard to achieve things, a little bit of extra money, a little bit of followers, a little bit of popularity, a little bit of success, whatever that is. And then the moment they taste a tiny bit of that success, everyone feels like it's time to take a break, it's time to relax. This is the time to go even harder. This is the time to keep going, because when you all started, you were trying to outperform each other's efforts, but right now, everybody else is chilling too. This is your opportunity to make a move. This is the advantage you've been looking for. Number 3, no is a complete sentence. You don't need to explain yourself. No, I don't want to party is a complete sentence. No, I don't want to be with you is a complete sentence. No, I don't want to have the life you have is a complete sentence. People asking you for explanations don't want to get convinced. They want to convince you to do otherwise. Number 4, having way too much ambition is better than having way too many questions. Being constantly busy, staying late on your laptop, trying to always network, learn something, do something, have a breakthrough, and all of that might not be the most sustainable thing in the long term, but it is way better than having way too much time on your hand, contemplating your life's decision and trajectory. Analysis paralysis is real, so please get busy. Number 5, save yourself first. That should be a full sentence too. You can't pour out of an empty glass. You have the same 24 hours as everybody else, and so if you are spending majority of them trying to save somebody else's business, somebody else's friendship, somebody else's relationship, then you have no time at all to work on you. If you become rich, everyone can profit from that. If you are happy, everyone around you will be happy. You can't help other people if you don't have leverage yourself first. Number 6, if it took a year, everyone would do it. I don't know what it is with this generation, but everyone is trying to find the golden shortcut that is going to make them happy, successful, and rich fast. And I don't know what else to tell you other than the fact that if it took 1 year and a tiny bit of work, everyone and their mother would do it. Number 7, misery loves company. If everything around you keeps getting more dramatic, more toxic, more negative, then maybe it's time to consider that maybe you are the problem. People love to complain about their lives, yet one of the biggest problems for so many people in their lives is themselves. If everyone around you loves to complain, then maybe it's because you also love to complain. If everyone around you gossips all the time, maybe it's because you gossip all the time. Just think about it. Number 8, opportunities in the future, gossip is in the past. Every minute you spend talking about something that happened in the past and that most likely does not affect your life whatsoever is a minute spent not talking about future opportunities. You can't gossip your way through success, but you can definitely network your way through it. Number 9, the answer to your biggest fears is a person that is not fearful. I'm yet to meet a person that can make reasonable, sane decisions when they're feeling scared. So next time, instead of listening to yourself when you are in your downward spiraling mind through the tough times, take your problems and get them to a person who is in the all-time high and ask them what would they do if they were in your position. Number 10, everyone starts from zero. You just didn't meet them there. We meet people at page 365 of their lives and we assume that we know the entire book, but in reality, everyone starts somewhere, whether that is no money, no followers, no friends, no supportive parents, no help. Constantly assuming that somebody else had it better than you isn't just counterproductive, but it is also untrue. Number 11, your screen time never lies. It indicates how interesting your life is. If you spend majority of your day scrolling through your phone, then you are simultaneously building a life in your phone and not in real life. Go outside, go for long walks, find hobbies that you're passionate about, do things that make you smile. Get a life that is worth living, not a life that is worth watching. Number 12, offer to help. Our generation is so incredibly preoccupied with being taken advantage of and doing something in exchange for something else and making back fast that we have forgotten the power of offering to help. Find someone that is 5 steps ahead of you and simply offer to help, because next thing you know, you're going to be the one who's 5 steps ahead of somebody else. Number 13, accountability is control. Because the moment you say it is somebody else's fault, it is the moment you admit to yourself that winning is up to somebody else. And the moment you admit to yourself that winning is up to somebody else, it is the moment you open the door to despair. Owning your life doesn't mean taking the blame for things that are out of your control, but it means having the bravery and the integrity of character to say that you will win besides of it and not lose because of it. Number 14, today is great, but tomorrow could be amazing. You can be ambitious and grateful at the same time. You can thank God for everything that you have and yet still look forward to becoming more and doing more tomorrow. Please don't let people convince you otherwise. Number 15, your priorities should be reflected on your calendar. Everyone's ambitious, everyone loves their family and their partners and their friends when the conversation comes down to it, yet everyone's agenda is fully booked with partying, chilling and doing anything and everything else other than their supposed priority. If building wealth is your priority, then your agenda should reflect that. If your family comes first, then the hours you allocate to spend with them should reflect that. Everyone's most valuable possession is time, and so the only metric of priority is the time you allocate to do the things that are a priority for you. Number 16, you see where you live. I know people who are extremely happy in extremely difficult situations, and I know people who are extremely sad in extremely easy situations. I know people who feel very rich even though they don't have much, and I know people who feel like they don't have enough even though they have way too much. What you see around you is what you live inside you. Number 17, asking for things in return isn't selfish. Love shouldn't be conditional, friendship shouldn't be conditional, blah blah blah. It is not selfish to ask people to show up for you a certain way and do things for you in a certain way and love you in a certain way. You are who you are, and so you respond to certain things, actions and behaviors positively. Voice them. Number 18, narrating the problem doesn't solve the problem. I'm all about asking people for help or perspective when a problem arises, but talking about your problem with everyone around you just so that you can explain to them how big of a problem it is, or so that you can hear that it wasn't your fault, or just to generally contemplate it, it's not going to solve your problem. It is actually going to make it bigger and more complicated. Ask for help and then go do more of what you heard instead of talking more of what you heard. Number 19, don't chase being happy, chase being better. Happiness comes from so many different things, and at the end of the day, it is so abstract. Instead of chasing happiness, chase doing better and becoming better. A better professional, a better partner, a better parent, a better friend, because at the end of the day, this is what makes a better life, and that is what makes a happier life. Number 20, the trade-off might not be worth it. We tend to see people around us, and the moment they achieve success or happiness or wealth, we immediately say, I want that, which is fair. But it is worth considering that maybe the trade-off that these people had to go through in order to have what it is that they have might not be worth it. Someone might be successful, but maybe they've lost their partner along the way because they were working too many hours. Someone might have found the love of their lives, but maybe they went through years of solitude and doubting themselves. Someone might have achieved wealth, but maybe they've missed their kids' birthdays for the last 5 or 10 years. And maybe all of that is fine by them, and maybe it is fine by you. But in any case, it is worth considering. is the trade-off worth it? Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you found it useful. And if you did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you want to see more videos about how to make the best out of your 20s, whether that is about friendships, dating, business, money, then you will find plenty more videos on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video.